So I hope you can stay with us tonight to catch the launch. If you have the need for speed tonight, and we do launch, you will get that. The rocket, the Terry Improved Malamute, 44-foot long, leaves the rail in 0.5 seconds. At that point, it's only traveling at 98 miles an hour. And the first stage Terrier will burn out at 6.2 seconds, and at that time it is already traveling at 1,758 miles an hour. The second stage Malamute burns at approximately, ignites at 9 seconds after initial launch, burns out at 21 seconds, and then at that point it is already traveling at 4,174 miles. So it is a fast rocket, so if you're trying to get out and look for that, also take into account that the stream that you are actually getting it because of an obvious delay. And so take that into account if you're watching the stream and you want to get out and watch the launch when we do pick up the count. The rocket this evening will fly to approximately 96 miles altitude, and we'll reach that in just over 3 minutes. And then the payload and everything will splash down into the Atlantic Ocean about 7.5 minutes after launch.
NMM.
Go for TD.
This is BI. Stuff is starting to look good, and I would like to pick up the count and then head towards the 3-minute point.
TD copies.
MM copies. Payload's getting ready. PI, sorry, so do you have any idea how long you're going to hold at 3 minutes?
At this point, no idea. It could be as much as 0 and we push through, or potentially 5 minutes.
Copy.
RSO TD on 1.
Go ahead.
Request status impact area clearance.
Stand by. TDR, so we're clear.
TD copies. Check 171. TD on 1.
Go ahead for MM.
Are you guys ready to pick up the count?
We are.
All right. RSO, ROA.
Go for RSO.
Could you provide initial wind-weighted settings?
Initial wind-weighted settings are set azimuth 90.9, elevation 68.0.
Azimuth 90.9, elevation 68.0.
Good readback.
LC, ROA.
LC.
Set initial wind-weighted settings per blockhouse settings and report when complete. Azimuth 90.9, elevation 68.0.
In work.
All this is ROA. This is 46.025 Terrier Improved Malamute, launching from Pad 2 ARC launcher. Please stand by for station checks to proceed with the terminal count. All stations should announce status as green or red on channel 1. LC.
LC green.
LPM,
LPM green.
LO,
LO green.
Programmer,
Programmer green.
RC,
RC green.
SCO,
SCO green.
MNO,
M&O is green.
RCE,
RCO is green.
PLC,
PLC is green.
PTM,
PTM is green.
ACS,
ACS green.
Swarm,
Swarm is green.
SPC,
SPC green.
MPS,
MPS green.
PI,
PI is green.
MM,
MM is green.
SRPO,
SRPO is green.
PM,
PM is green.
RSO,
RSO green.
TD.
TD is green. And programmer TD on 1.
Go ahead.
You can pick up the clock on the next even.
Programmer copies. Next even.
All stations are responsible for reviewing the go-no-go criteria listed in the OD. Only stations annotated with an asterisk in the previous step are permitted to call hold. All other sites should report red. Check 177.
Launcher settings are azimuth 90.9, elevation 68.0.
Good readback, LC. Check 179.
Ten minutes and counting.
PM M&O channel 1.
PM, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I can give you step 1 in 1. Recorder started.
Check 181.
SPC check 184.
PM.
PLC check 182.
Go for M&O.
Set ground station levels and confirm. Record signal strength and deviation for all links.
Yes, sir. In work.
ACS check 183.
RC is PM.
It's RC. Go ahead.
Interrogate transponders and verify good 5 and 9 code.
In work.
PM M&O channel 1.
Go ahead.
Ground levels confirmed and nominal. I can give you steps 185 and 186.
Check 185, check 186.
PM, this is RC. We have good lock on transponders.
Check 188.
So you hear them going through the steps for this mission. We have 221 steps that the team goes through from the beginning of the count.
187.
And again, the plan will be to count down to T-minus 3-minute mark. At that point, the PI will determine if we continue the count, if we go into a hold, and the hold will be approximately no more than 5 minutes in order for us to continue. If not, then we would have to go back to T-minus 10 minutes and reset.
Check 191.
ACS check 190.
MPS check 192.
check 189.
And you see the rocket there on the pad. The payload itself is actually boxed in a insulation so that we are allowed to keep it from the humidity and also keep it cool since we are in the summer.
ROA, this is the RSO. Don't have wind-weighted settings yet. We're trying to account for this planned hold.
Understood.
TD programmer, I'm understanding I'm holding at 3 minutes.
Yes, programmer.
Copy.
BI, can you confirm if you would like to hold at 3 or continue the count as normal?
At
We have
this
your
point,
step later on at 199 as well.
at this point, I am considering pushing directly through T minus 3. That means I will not hold.
PLC check 193
Programmer, you
and
copy
195.
Programmer copied.
PLC, did you confirm 195?
Yes, PLC check 195.
Thank you.
PTM check 194 and 196.
ROA, and this is the RSO, channel 1.
This
Go
is
ahead.
I've got final wind-weighted settings. Set azimuth 91.4, elevation 68.0.
Azimuth 91.4, elevation 68.0.
Good readback.
LC, ROA.
LC.
Set launcher to final wind-weighted settings. Confirm settings. Azimuth 91.4, elevation 68.0.
Launcher set at azimuth 91.4, elevation 68.0.
Good readback. Check 198.
This
There-
is BI. Experiment is go for internal power. Check 199.
There you heard it, that we are going to continue through T minus 3 minutes and go for launch. Range safety officer with the wind waders have given us the final launcher settings. Sounding rockets are unguided rockets, so it's kind of like shooting an arrow, so we have to account for upper level winds to make sure that we point the rocket and so that we'll hit that target in the sky.
Check PLC check 193.
ACS check 202.
PLC check 201.
M&O, this is PM.
Go for M&O.
Verify no change in signal strength and deviation on all links on internal power.
Yes, sir, in work. Standby.
PLC
RC,
check
PM.
207 and 208.
PM M&O channel 1.
Go ahead.
No change and confirm nominal. Check 204.
PTM check 206.
RC, PM.
no change on internal. SPC check 203.
And for
Actual
watching the
launcher
stream,
settings, azimuth 91.4, elevation 68.0.
T minus 2 minutes.
and if you're watching the streams, now's the good time to go on outside, get your spot to be able to watch the launch. May be visible from Wallops all the way up to southern New Jersey and possibly in the D.C. area. and south, depending on cloud cover, all the way to the upper Outer Banks, North Carolina, and west over to Richmond. So good luck.
PLC check 214.
Check 205.
ACS check 211.
PTM check 212 and 213.
Payload stations, this is MM, pulling for readiness to proceed to launch. PLC.
Go.
PTM.
Go.
ACS.
Go.
1 minute.
SPC.
Go.
Swarm.
Go.
MPS.
Go.
PI.
Go, go, go.
SRPO.
Go.
MM is go. Payload is go. Check 216, 217.
Arming verified.
ACS check 219.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All lanyards approved.
Radar's tracking.
Second stage ignition, motor pressure.
All TM antennas tracking.
All radars are tracking.
Nose cone separation and switch.
3/4 hertz.
Payload separation. Both swarm doors squibs and all 4 doors.
Yep. All 4 swarms ejected and at high power.
Forward boom squib.
We are tracking all 4 swarms on both antennas. Successful swarm track on both antennas.
Both monitors on extending booms.
Splash on booster, splash on booster.
Yep. GPS on all 4 swarms, all 4 Dallases.
Got all 4 pots on forward booms.
TD LPM.
Go for TD.
Yes, ma'am. We'd like to get clearance to bring the fire department down. We got a small grass fire on the pad.
Go ahead.
And during the flight, you hear them talking about the swarms being ejected. These are small canisters. There's 4 of them that are being ejected from the main payload, and this allows us, and they are instrumented to gather some more data in electrical fields, and so this allows us to take measurements over a much wider area than just what you would have with the payload going up in a vertical profile.
ACS Apogee update completed. ACS sees us starting to tumble as we're entering the atmosphere.
TD LPM.
Go for TD.
Yeah, we're going to hold our PLDA, but are we clear to drop the launch hazard area?
Yes, sir.
Copy that. In work.
PM LOS on 7.3 antenna. LOS on the 6 meter.
And
LOS 18.
LOS indicates loss of signal, which tells us that the payload has impacted and the mission has been completed. So again, that completes tonight's flight of the SpEED Demon, and we'll wait to hear from the science team on how things went. And so watch the Wallops Facebook, Twitter, and the websites, and we'll have some updates on that coming later on this tonight. So the launch did occur on the second night of the count at 9:16 p.m. And we hope that you were able to get out and see it. If you did, and you did get pictures, please send those along to our Facebook page. and we can share those with folks that were out watching it. And so that concludes tonight's launch. The next launch from Wallops is scheduled for no earlier than late October.
10 as LOS.
So thank you again, and
Yes, sir. I
have
got
a good
LOS
night.
and all antenna. Do we got your permission to stop recorders?